Hey there everyone, TheOnceCorrupt here again, and I'm bringing you the next installment of TheOnceCorrupt Plays in the Digital World. And as you can see, there's an elevator to the east, and a cliff to the west. So let's go and have a look at here. Really? A whole heap of Birdramon want to play. This is quite the pickle. Didn't expect that one to move actually. Oh well. So Metal Sprinter is going to be the first one to use here. Good. Pull my cut my losses and run away. Past here, past Weedmon. So this is kind of interesting because you end up walking out here and then falling down. So it's good timing for that because I need to sleep, I need to get some health back and stuff like that, which is nice. Now, let's have a look what's over this way. Oh. A heap of Weedmon off that way, which is kind of interesting. Let's see if this time when we walk out here, we fall down. There we go. So when you fall down this cliff, if you have a flying Digimon, you don't take any damage. Or your Digimon doesn't take any damage. But I believe Birdramon will take some damage now. Oh no, he didn't take any damage. I thought it was exclusive to flying Digimon, that particular little trick. So then you get stuck down here, so to speak. There's some Gotsumon and some Birdramon. That Gotsumon tries to charge you, that's alright. And this basically unlocks the bottom area of the game. She's also home to Ogremon, I believe, one of the Ogremon fortresses. But more importantly, the elevator. So this is basically how you activate the elevator. If you hit rooftop, it'll take you up high enough that you can get up to where Birdramon's nest is, which is just here, off to our left here. And if you hit up, I think it takes you to the middle level. So, you come out here, and notices that nothing's going on. The NPCs have taken control. Ooh, scary noise. And Birdramon comes flopping in. So Birdramon's kind of really good to get to the city, because she offers a really good transportation service. You lets you fly to anywhere you want to go, or you've already been. So let's see if we can recruit her now. Megaton Punch doesn't do anywhere near as much as it did to Tyrannomon, because she's got much better skills. But if we can get a nice little stun like that, we'll get in there and just keep slapping her with them. So this battle isn't particularly hard. The one thing you do have to watch out for is she does carry Prominence Beam, which is that attack there, and that does a nice chunk. My Birdramon has like 400 defense, but it still took 600 damage from that move. So it can definitely be a game over kind of situation if you get hit by it, but if you're quick enough, you'll be able to interrupt it most of the time. Also a good opportunity to learn it, if you want to try and get it from some other Birdramon. but it's generally not a problem as long as you recover up. So Megaton Punch is pretty much owning it for us. So he goes for the Prominence Beam again. Got a little overeager there. Tried to get off my finisher, but it doesn't look like it was ever going to be. But basically this isn't a hard battle overall. Just make sure you're prepared for it, because that Prominence Beam, like I said, can be a real hassle for someone who hasn't leveled up enough to withstand it, basically. Go with Metal Sprinter because it's a little bit quicker than Megaton Punch, and we'll hit her even if I don't have to get close. Finish her off. And that was a pretty good easy victory for us. And luckily we didn't get hit by the finisher. Always nice when that happens. And look at that, flies us back to File City. How nice of her, I really didn't want to go back, but hey. And then we have this beautiful service open up for us. Which is pretty good. Birdra Transport is definitely really cool. So, great getting in top area. The only thing you have to remember about taking her services is that you got to take a Neo Autopilot with you, otherwise you won't be able to get back. And that's how we get here. So now I'm going to go to Freezeland for a little bit. That's the next area I kind of want to work on getting to. This weird looking block thing here basically marks the entrance to Freezeland, I believe. So Freezeland, what's it got? Well, there's quite a few things here. Lots of Ice Digimon, like Ice Devimon. They're definitely very, very powerful Digimon. You don't want to really be in a scuffle with them. Even I'm quite hesitant to really do anything with them at this point in the game. Really because I don't really have a lot of power that I can throw around. Megaton Punch is pretty much all I've got, and... oh, hang on, I remember there's like a... Ask me how I managed to avoid that. Ice Devimon are pretty good diverse if you want some high-powered ice moves. They also happen to drop speed leaps very, very rarely. So that's a 20+ speed boost item, which is pretty good. So Sanctuary. The Ice Sanctuary can only be entered by someone who has a vaccine-type Digimon. I believe my Digimon is vaccine-type, so I could go into the Ice Sanctuary and recruit Angemon. That's where he hangs out. But for now, I want to try and find what's the Mojamon. Because the Mojamon will trade you items. So whenever you fly to Freezeland, this is where you'll end up, in that little room there. I believe there's a toilet there too. And Birdramon. Get out onto the ice here. And here are the Mojamons. So, Mojamon. They trade you stuff. This one wants to trade me a Digimushroom for a med recovery, which is pretty good. Make sure I can move around. The Mojimon tend to trap you a little bit. So, I've just traded a few med recoveries there. I'll trip you Digimon to grab some med recoveries. Which is what you need to do if you want to utilize this little trick. Oop. Wrong screen. That's really not working for me at the moment, sorry people. Birdramon seems to think it's funny though. I'll come out and move down here. And then I believe it is this one around down here. He'll trade you med recoveries for super defense discs. But I have too many items apparently. Wrong window. Get rid of those prickly pears, they're not that useful. So, you can basically just keep trading med recoveries with this dude. The other thing you can do is if you have a Digi-Anchovy, you can trade them for super speed discs, which is basically better than what I'm doing now, but not as easy to do. So I can't do any more of them. So because I didn't trade heaps with him, the glitch didn't occur and I can still move, but a lot of the time you'll end up trapped in that spot. So now, each of those super defense discs, I basically bought for 500 bits. Like I paid 500 bits for the Medrium cover. I can now use an autopilot to head home. And upon getting here, I can resell the super defense discs at a profit. And the profit is pretty substantial. So if we have a look here, 2,000 each. So that brings my bits up to 10,000. And you basically just rinse, lather, repeat. So that's one of the reasons I want to get Birdramon to the city. It basically gives me an infinite money supply. Thereabouts anyways. Which is pretty good. Utilizing this trick is very, very productive in basically getting your money up. So I'm probably going to go do this one more time. Just need to buy a couple of autopilots. And then I can spend the rest of the money on medium recoveries. Oops, need a bit more than that. Just sell that. I sell 4 Digimushrooms to trade. That's alright, I'll go get some money from fighting some Birdramons or something to fly back to Freezeland. Fly to Freezeland and do the same thing again. And you basically just keep doing this, yeah, and you make a lot of money. So that's the end of the 8th episode, or the 9th episode I believe, of the TheOnceCorrupt Goes into the Digital World. I hope you enjoyed this little installment, and enjoyed all the little bits and pieces that I showed you this time. And I hope that you guys learned something. If you didn't know about the Mojimon little trick before, make sure you always have the autopilot with you. I can't stress that enough. If you get caught there, then all of your hard work will be for nothing. So there's my stats for a little quick look. I've been TheOnceCorrupt. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Peace.